Hello, friends. How are you? I'm so glad you're here today. It's Gargee the Reading Fairy. And you know, I want to get out my magic spectaculars and see who is visiting with us today. So let me grab them. And here we go. Who do we have? Oh, my goodness. I see Malia. And I see Carrie and Jonathan. And oh, over there, I see that we've got somebody that teaches science. Ooh, that's a great subject. And then there's Kate. Kate came today. And David. Hi, David. How are you? Oh, let's see. Oh, aunties and uncles. All the aunties and uncles are here. And oh, I see all of the nannies and babysitters that take care of us after school and after our activities. That's so great. Oh, and who else? Oh, you know who else I see out there? I see somebody that's in the Air Force. Wow, they fly airplanes and keep our country safe. I also see the sheriff. The sheriff also keeps us safe. That's really, really wonderful that we have those kind of people in our lives, don't you think? I do. And then, oh, this one's really fun. How about the orthodontist? Do you know what an orthodontist is? You know, the orthodontist, they make your teeth all straight and pretty. You might have a brother or sister, or maybe you're doing that. I don't know. It's pretty fun. And then, who else? Oh, you know who else I see? I see a model. You know what a model does? They put on pretty clothes and they walk up and down a runway and they get pictures. So we get to see pictures of clothes and it's pretty fun. Oh, and then who else I see? I see somebody that's a secretary. Hi, secretary. I'm glad you came. They help out somebody else that's doing other work. They're a helper. Well, that's a lot of good people we have today, and I'm glad you're here, friends. I'm going to put away the spectaculars because we've got to get organized. Remember organized? Organized is when we get ready to do our work, putting everything together to do our work. And I've got the magic spectaculars away. I'll get out the reading fairy wand and let's get ready to sing the reading fairy song. Are you ready? Here we go. Tra la la boom hooray, it's reading fairy day. So grab your books, my dear, and come over here. La 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 boom de, it's reading fairy day. We love to shout and say, I love reading, hooray! Oh, you did such a good job. And now the next thing is our book of the day. Now, before I do that, I better get out my spectacles. You know, that's a really good vocabulary word. Spectacle? Wait a minute. Vocabulary word? Vocabulary? What's our vocabulary? Vocabulary means all the words we use. What is it? Vocabulary is all the words we use. And a great vocabulary word is spectacles. Here I've got my spectacles. What are spectacles? That's right, they're glasses. They're going to help me read our book of the day. And here we go. Our book of the day today is Miss Smith Reads Again. Michael Garland is the author. And you know what? We have a really, really fun story today. And I've got an incredible vocabulary word for you. Are you ready? Have you already guessed? Did you look at the front of the book? Maybe you're going to guess what something in this book is going to happen. Our word of the day today is paleontologist. Can you say paleontologist? I bet somebody out there knows what a paleontologist is. A paleontologist is somebody who studies and knows all about dinosaurs. Ooh, do you think we're going to have some dinosaurs in this book today? Probably so. All right, everybody get ready. Sit tight. Everybody crisscross applesauce. Here we go. Miss Smith Reads Again by Michael Garland. These pages are super slippery for the reading fairy. School used to be humdrum and boring. Not anymore. Now that Miss Smith was his teacher, Zach looked forward to going every day. Each new day, Miss Smith would read a different tale from her incredible storybook. This book was like no other. When she read it in the classroom would change and the story would come alive. And when it was over, everything would whoosh back into the book. Miss Smith would always remind the class when she began to read, "Remember, class, don't interfere with the characters or you'll change the story and it won't end the way it should. The story has to end. Otherwise, it won't go back into the book." Oh, look. It won't go back into the book. Remember that rule. Okay. One day, Miss Smith said, "Today we have a very special story. Author Conan Doyle's The Lost World." Zach was so excited because this story was all about dinosaurs. Zach loved dinosaurs. As soon as Miss Smith started to read, the classroom began to change into the deepest, steamiest, most remote jungle of the Amazon. Whoa. When they reached the other side, they could feel the air was different, and they heard a strange bellowing, sounds echoing through the trees, and they saw some men off in the distance threading their way through the prehistoric rainforest. Two of them wore khaki suits and helmets and carried backpacks. "Who are they?" asked Sue Ann. "They're dinosaur explorers," said Miss Smith. "Remember, don't bother them because you'll change the story and it may not end the way it should." They followed along until they came close enough to hear the two explorers arguing. Miss Smith and the class hid in the bushes and listened. "Professor Chancellor, it is impossible for dinosaurs to still exist. There is simply no evidence," said the tall explorer. "Professor Summerlee, I beg to disagree," answered the short one. As Challenger and Summerlee continued their heated debate, a huge Tyrannosaurus Rex stole up behind them. Zach's eyes stared at the jagged fangs of T-Rex. But before Miss Smith could stop him, Zach screamed, "Look out behind you!" Uh-oh, what did Zach do? But the explorers turned. Then Professor Challenger snatched Summerlee and away before Tyrannosaurus Rex pounced on the pair of them. Whew, that was close. Look. Ugh, so scary. Look at them. Tyrannosaurus Rex is pretty hungry. "Run!" yelled Miss Smith as the class scattered in every direction. "Do you need any more evidence, Professor Summerlee?" asked Zach as they looked for a place to hide. Zach knew that Tyrannosaurus was very nearsighted, so they ducked into some bushes, and the king of the dinosaurs raced off without eating anyone. Whew. Oh,